Now that we're done with the sandpaper and the cutting board and the knife for now, we're going to set this aside. I'm going to bring out an envelope or piece of cardboard, whatever you prefer. Since all of these buttons are going to be the same color, I don't have to use two of these. You want to get a long piece of tape and rip it off, and you just want to put it in a full circle like this. Put her down like that. Now what you're going to do is, since you already cut off all the excess on the bottom, you're going to put all the buttons on like this. Now I would suggest putting the A, B, X, Y start and back buttons close to each other, because they just have to be sprayed from the top, unlike other pieces which you will be spray painting, like the joysticks and the triggers. And the bumpers, obviously. Now a little trick with the bumpers is to get them to stick. They always seem to want to fall. So what I've learned to do is get another piece of tape, very small, and when they're upright in the painting position, tape a piece onto it like that, so it can't roll either way. Take the guide button, since you're only spraying it from the top, and you can also put that near all the start and back buttons. So now you should have something looking like this. Get another piece of tape, rip it off, and do the same thing to make it double-sided. Now what you want to do with the triggers is you want to spread the triggers out more and the joysticks out more. Reason for doing this is because you're going to have to get them from all angles, even the bumpers, because you can't just spray the triggers and the joysticks from the top, because you will miss under here, and the edges of the bumpers. So after you get all this ready to paint, or all this taped on, you're ready to paint. What we're going to do is we're going to put this guy back together. And what you do is you take that base plate, and it simply should slide right in, line up with the grooves. Take your top part with the sync button on it. Don't take that out, that's impossible to get out without breaking it. And it just slides in exactly how it came off. And take your other half, you simply push down, it clicks right into place, and it should be a bit rough. It shouldn't be like, I can't touch it rough, but it should be rough enough to paint the stick. Now what we have to do is we're going to go wash it up. So I'm just going to go right out here with the controller. Keep your eyes on the controller. No. Let's turn this light on. Now what you want to do here is you want to take an older toothbrush that you have, and first off you want to rinse your controller out. Rinse it, get off all the extra plastic off of it. Pop off the water. Set the controller down. Get some either dish soap or regular soap and put it on that toothbrush, old toothbrush. Don't be using this toothbrush again, you really don't want to. Now you want to scrub. And now if any of the buttons are dirty, you should scrub these too. Especially the triggers, those are the main ones that ever get dirty. You want to make sure you're getting all the cracks, get the top. And also you want to make sure you have the battery pack, get that clean, get that sanded. After you do that, you should just be able to rinse it off. Make sure you rinse it good. Put that toothbrush somewhere where you're not going to use it again. And your controller, it should be nice and clean. Make sure there's no soap in it, get all the water out from inside. Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to open her back up. Get a towel or something, a clean towel, and you're going to just want to dry it off. Now you can usually let this dry for 10-15 minutes before you actually start taping and painting and doing all that important stuff. Dry it off good, The last step you need to do before you paint your actual controller is going to be open it up one last time and set the back part off to the side. What you're going to want is a wire. or a string, but you're going to want to simply feed this in to hold the wire up while painting it. To hold the controller up while painting it. Pardon me. After you get it set down where you need it, you're going to want it just like that. So it's going above these two buttons, coming under the start, back, and Xbox guide button, and swinging back up right through the left and right bumper entrances. Simply snap the other piece back in, and now twist this up here for a little carrying hook. As you can see now, the controller is all set. You can hang it from something to paint, or you can undo this up here and hook it back onto something however you want. For more basic colors, you can use Krylon Fusion for plastic. This is black. It bonds to plastic, as you can read that up there. And then also what you're going to want to use is you're also going to want to use Rust-Oleum Universal. This is chrome. It's all surface paint. As you can see right there, that says plastic, wood, metal, plastic, masonry, and more. Universal Advanced Formula. This is the good stuff. This is for metallic. I always use this for gold and chrome because those you can't get in Krylon Fusion. They're more expensive. But for clear coats, you just want to use Krylon Crystal Clear. Acrylic coating, premium protective gloss finish, non-yellowing, moisture resistant, dries in minutes. That moisture resistant right there, that is very important because when you play your 360, your hands are going to sweat a lot, and you don't want your controller to turn out, with that clear coat. It can come off, but it's moisture resistant, so it's not going to come off unless you're playing for, 70 hours straight and you're sweating like a pig the whole time in 110-degree weather, which I doubt you're going to do.